The fellow in the sheepshaggers bar, in the sheepshaggers bar, all the boys had a very well-spoken man come in. He said, "Could I have a glass of sweet sherry?" He said, "Oh, I think you're in the wrong bar, actually." He said, "There's a good bar next door." He said, it's more of a lounge bar, suit you better. And he said, "We do sell sherry here, but this is a pints bar, really, because these boys are a particular type, sect. They're sort of a club, you know." And he said, "I'd like to stay here with the boys." He said, "It's up to you, but this is these are our Moreland lads." He said, "Where do you come from?" He said, "Actually, I come from Surrey, just south of London." And he said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a taxidermist." And he said, "What's that?" He said, "Well, actually, I mount animals." He said, "You are in the right bar."
You know what we were talking about? I said, on selling, right? What you've got to do, you remember, is to find their level. I mean, you could be knocking on the door, it could be an aristocrat, farm labourer. Yeah. And let me show you, we take this, for instance, in here.
Mummy's gone to the shop. The fella that had his ears bit off playing rugby. And he went in the doctor and he said, "Your ear is actually, your eardrum," he said, that's fine. But he said, "You just need a catchment there. It's like a sail. Got to catch the wind, and you got to have someone to catch wind." But he said, I'll put a couple on temporary, just a couple of that. So I got one from a pig and one from a dog." He said, "If you put the dog's ear one side and the pig's," I said, "just let your hair grow. You just want someone to catch the sound," he said, and until I can get someone better, he said, "You go on with them." Well, they had a dog's one and a pig the other, and he grew his hair and wore a hat, and it was fine. But he went in to see the doctor about a month after, and the doctor said, "It's quite experimental what I've done with you with these ears." He said, What are they like?" He said, "Well, this dog's ear, I can hear a whistle 3 mile away. But he said, I'm getting a lot of crackling."